5 Buddhist insights to understand anyone better. Buddhism insights delve into the essence of understanding someone's true nature with just 5 Buddhist insights. Welcome to Buddhist in Your Life. Before you consider moving on, ponder this. How deeply do you really know the people around you, or even yourself? This isn't just another set of personality quizzes or superficial advice. We're diving into profound Buddhist teachings that have shaped perceptions of human nature for millennia. Today, we uncover 5 straightforward yet potent signs that can expose a person's true self. These principles are just as relevant in our hectic modern lives as they were during Buddha's era. So, make yourself comfortable with your preferred beverage in hand and prepare to shift your perspective on what it means to truly understand someone. These 5 enduring insights will not only transform how you perceive others, but also inspire you to embrace greater clarity, honesty, and wisdom in your own life. Number 1. The test of compassion for the powerless. Understanding someone's true character is a timeless pursuit, intricately woven into both philosophy and everyday life. A critical aspect of discerning a person's core values lies in observing their treatment of individuals who have no leverage over them or provide no immediate advantages. This principle aligns deeply with Buddhist teachings, which stress the significance of compassion and authentic kindness in our interactions. Buddhist wisdom teaches that our behavior towards others, particularly those in less influential positions, mirrors our inner state and spiritual progress. The Buddha emphasized that each act of kindness, however minor, enhances our mindfulness and compassion. Observing how one interacts with service staff, subordinates, or unfamiliar faces provides a clear lens into their true essence and their grasp of the interconnected nature of all life. These everyday interactions peel back the facades typically worn to impress, exposing whether a person's kindness is heartfelt or strategically deployed for personal benefit. In our transactional world, this approach offers a timeless method to evaluate others and ourselves, pushing us to see beyond the superficial to the inherent worth of every individual. Central to this insight is how people treat those often ignored or underestimated in society. A sincere smile, a genuine thank you, or a simple nod to someone like a delivery driver or cashier might appear trivial, but these actions are heavily laden with meaning, reflecting respect for our shared humanity and acknowledgement of the Buddhist concept of interconnectedness. Acts such as holding a door or assisting someone with their luggage showcase a level of compassion and altruism that goes beyond societal expectations, nurturing community and mutual respect. Conversely, showing annoyance or disregard towards these individuals unveils a deeper aspect of one's character, marked by selfishness, entitlement, or lack of empathy. Buddhism identifies this behavior as arising from ignorance and a mistaken sense of separateness, failing to recognize our fundamental interconnectedness. Ignoring these subtle yet significant character tests forgoes opportunities to develop compassion and wisdom. Even accidental encounters, like a hurried bump on a busy street, can reveal much about a person's demeanor. A compassionate response, informed by Buddhist mindfulness, might be a calming smile or a gentle reassurance, recognizing the incident with kindness. An impatient or harsh reaction, however, betrays a lack of mindfulness and empathy. These spontaneous moments offer candid insights into a person's true perspective towards others. Buddhism offers a framework for these interactions, teaching that while external events and others' actions are beyond our control, we can always manage our responses. These reactions not only reflect our guiding values, but also our capacity to live in harmony with others. By embracing mindfulness and nurturing compassion, our actions align with deeper Buddhist truths, fostering peace and connectivity in every interaction. Moreover, Buddhist philosophy views every individual we meet as a potential teacher, presenting lessons in patience, kindness, and understanding. Each encounter becomes a chance to practice the Eightfold Path, especially in terms of right action and right mindfulness. This approach transforms routine interactions into valuable opportunities for personal and spiritual growth. In a world where authentic connections are increasingly rare, applying these Buddhist principles helps forge more genuine and caring relationships. It reminds us that our true nature is revealed not in grand gestures, but through the quiet, everyday expressions of kindness and respect we show to everyone. By focusing on treating every person with intrinsic dignity, we nurture a more compassionate and interconnected world. This deep-rooted Buddhist wisdom not only helps us uncover our true character, but also promotes a more harmonious and compassionate society, guiding us through the complexities of human interactions with grace, empathy, and steadfast kindness. Extending kindness to the vulnerable. Another revealing dimension lies in how someone interacts with vulnerable groups, such as the homeless or marginalized communities. In the context of Buddhism, the act of stopping to offer spare change, a warm greeting, or even a moment of acknowledgement requires no great effort, yet it demonstrates a profound sense of humanity and compassion. Ignoring or dismissing such individuals, however, often signals a deeper disconnection from the shared struggles of life and the fundamental Buddhist principle of interdependence. The Buddha taught that all beings are interconnected, emphasizing the importance of compassion, karuna, and loving-kindness, metta, in our interactions. When we extend a hand to those who are marginalized or suffering, we are not only assisting them, but also nurturing our own hearts and minds. This interconnectedness suggests that when we fail to respect and uplift others, we are, in essence, neglecting a vital part of ourselves. By embracing and practicing compassion in these moments, we cultivate a sense of moral integrity and spiritual well-being that benefits both the giver and the receiver. Extending kindness in these moments not only benefits the recipient, but also reinforces the giver's own sense of moral integrity and mindfulness. These small, consistent acts of kindness ripple outward, creating a wave of positive energy that influences the broader community. While grand gestures often receive the most recognition, it is the quiet, unnoticed moments of humanity that build trust, inspire others, and reflect the true moral character of a person. In Buddhism, these subtle acts are seen as essential practices on the path to enlightenment, fostering a deep sense of connection and empathy towards all beings. The individual who consistently treats others with dignity, regardless of their social or economic status, embodies the virtues central to Buddhist teachings. They act not because they seek recognition or reward, but because they believe in the inherent worth and Buddha nature of every individual. This quiet consistency is a reflection of their inner values, cultivated through practices such as mindfulness, meditation, and ethical conduct, sila. Their kindness, like a steady flame, illuminates not just their character, but also the lives of those they touch, embodying the Buddhist ideal of selfless compassion. Moreover, Buddhism encourages us to view every interaction as an opportunity to practice the Eightfold Path, particularly right action and right mindfulness. By being fully present and attentive in our dealings with others, especially those who are vulnerable, we honor the interconnectedness of all life and contribute to a more harmonious and compassionate world. These interactions become meaningful expressions of our commitment to reducing suffering and fostering a sense of unity and mutual respect. In an age where societal divisions and inequalities are increasingly visible, embracing Buddhist principles allows us to bridge gaps and heal wounds through simple yet profound acts of kindness. It reminds us that our true character is revealed not in grand gestures, but in the everyday acts of compassion and respect we extend to others. By shifting our focus from self-centered concerns to the well-being of all beings, we cultivate a more compassionate and interconnected world. Ultimately, the essence of Buddhist teaching lies in recognizing the intrinsic value of every individual and the profound impact of our actions on the collective well-being. By observing and embodying these principles in our daily lives, we not only unveil our true character, but also contribute to a more harmonious and compassionate society. This timeless wisdom offers a guiding light, helping us navigate the complexities of human interactions with grace, empathy, and unwavering kindness, thereby fostering a world where every act of compassion strengthens the bonds that unite us all. Living Buddhist virtues in a modern world. In our fast-paced, often individualistic society, the time-tested virtues of Buddhism hold profound relevance. Simple acts like aiding a janitor with a spill or attentively listening to a stranger's troubles might not capture headlines, but they are true reflections of a moral compass guided by compassion and mindfulness. The Buddha's teaching reminds us, just as a mother would protect her only child with her life, even so let one cultivate a boundless heart towards all beings. This ethos emphasizes that the essence of kindness transcends public acknowledgement. It's about aligning one's daily actions with deeply held values and recognizing the interconnectedness of all life. Cultivating such mindfulness involves continual reflection and compassionate actions. It prompts us to consider how we treat those who have nothing to offer us in return. Are we courteous to service workers? Are we patient in trying moments? Do we show empathy towards those in distress? These probing questions are essential, pushing us to align our conduct with Buddhist values of compassion, karuna, and loving kindness, metta. Buddhism underscores the importance of concentrating on our own actions, words, and intentions rather than seeking external approval. Living these principles fosters not just a commendable reputation, but also inner tranquility and spiritual advancement. The ripple effects of our small yet consistent compassionate actions enhance our well-being and contribute to societal harmony. By being mindful, we grow more attuned to our interactions, enabling us to respond with heightened empathy and insight. Furthermore, Buddhism asserts that every act of kindness, no matter its scale, helps alleviate suffering and promotes unity. Integrating these virtues into our daily routines enhances our spiritual path and encourages others towards greater compassion and integrity. In times when genuine connections are rare, embodying Buddhist virtues enriches our relationships. It teaches us that true character is revealed not through grandiose gestures, but through the quiet, consistent acts of kindness and respect we show to all. Shifting focus from self-centered goals to the welfare of all beings helps us forge a more compassionate, interconnected world, achieving personal peace and contributing to the collective good. Ultimately, embodying Buddhist virtues in modern settings involves practicing compassion, mindfulness, and interconnectedness in every aspect of life. These daily practices empower us to navigate contemporary challenges with grace, empathy, and steadfast kindness, creating a society that values and respects the inherent dignity of every individual. The lesson here is timeless and universal. The way someone treats people who can neither help nor harm them is the truest measure of their character. This principle is as applicable in the workplace as it is in personal life. In the context of Buddhism, consider a leader who consistently respects their employees, listens to their concerns, and fosters a positive environment, even when no one is watching. The Buddha emphasized the importance of right action and right intention, encouraging individuals to act with integrity and compassion in all circumstances. The goal is not just to judge others, but to use these observations as a guide for self-improvement. By striving to treat everyone with fairness and respect, we become role models in our own right, embodying the Buddhist virtues of loving kindness, metta, and compassion, karuna. Buddhism teaches that the pursuit of virtue is a lifelong journey, one marked by the daily choices we make in our interactions with others. These choices, no matter how small, define the legacy we leave behind. By embracing mindfulness and ethical conduct, sila, we cultivate habits that reflect our inner values and contribute to our spiritual growth. In embracing these lessons, we create a ripple effect of positivity that transcends individual interactions. By consistently practicing kindness, empathy, and respect, we contribute to a more harmonious and interconnected world. True character, after all, is not about what we say, but about what we do when no one is watching. It is through these actions that we find meaning and purpose, not only in our own lives but in the broader fabric of humanity. Buddhism teaches that our actions have far-reaching effects, influencing not only ourselves but also the collective well-being of all beings. Such is the enduring wisdom of Buddhism, offering a guide not only for evaluating others but for living with integrity, compassion, and resilience. By embodying these Buddhist principles, we navigate the complexities of modern life with grace and empathy. We become beacons of light in our communities, demonstrating that true strength lies in our ability to act with kindness and uphold the dignity of every individual. This timeless and universal lesson encourages us to live thoughtfully and compassionately, leaving a lasting positive impact on the world around us. Number 2. Handling minor inconveniences. How we respond to minor inconveniences reveals our true character. How we respond to minor inconveniences in life, those everyday irritations like slow traffic, misplaced items, or a delayed coffee order, provides a profound window into our true character. These moments, often dismissed as trivial, are significant in revealing the depth of our emotional resilience and self-control. As the Buddha wisely taught, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. This enduring Buddhist principle encourages us to look inward, offering unguarded glimpses of who we truly are when faced with life's smaller disruptions. In many ways, these small moments test our ability to embody patience, adaptability, and understanding, the cornerstones of Buddhist mindfulness and compassion. The rawness of our reactions to minor inconveniences lays bare our authentic selves, as they often occur without conscious thought. Consider the individual whose meal arrives slightly cold at a restaurant. One person might express frustration or disappointment, while another calmly requests a solution with kindness. The difference is striking, showing the former's lack of emotional regulation and the latter's composed demeanor rooted in mindfulness. Similarly, during a traffic jam, one driver may honk their horn in anger, spreading tension to everyone around them, while another might use the delay to listen to an enlightening podcast, meditate, or simply practice acceptance. These scenarios demonstrate that how we handle the small inconveniences of life often matters more than the grand gestures of calmness we exhibit in planned situations, where maintaining a composed facade is easier. Buddhism teaches us to embrace the present moment with equanimity, recognizing that our reactions shape our experience of reality. Work environments also amplify the significance of handling minor setbacks. Imagine a technical glitch or a delayed email response. Does the person in question escalate the problem with frustration, or do they pause to consider actionable solutions with a calm and clear mind? The one who reacts calmly not only resolves the issue more efficiently, but also sets a tone of collaboration and understanding within their team. These reactions ripple outward, impacting workplace culture and interpersonal dynamics. A composed response fosters harmony, while a short-tempered reaction creates unnecessary tension, underscoring the Buddhist idea that you yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. The beauty of these moments is that they are opportunities for growth. Handling life's minor disruptions with grace signals an ability to adapt, a key trait of resilience cultivated through Buddhist practices such as mindfulness and meditation. A person who smiles and accepts the wrong coffee order, perhaps even using the opportunity to thank the barista, demonstrates inner peace and the wisdom to prioritize their emotional well-being over fleeting frustrations. Such actions show maturity and emotional intelligence, the hallmark of Buddhist mindfulness in practice. By reframing inconveniences as opportunities for mindfulness and compassion rather than annoyances to endure, individuals cultivate a mindset that values peace over chaos and thoughtful action over reactive behavior. Conversely, poor handling of minor irritations often creates a negative ripple effect. Someone who explodes in anger over slow internet speeds may inadvertently sour the mood of everyone around them. These knee-jerk reactions betray an inability to regulate emotions, which can erode relationships and increase personal stress. Worse still, they can make small issues feel disproportionately large, pulling us further from the equanimity the Buddha so highly regarded. The Buddha's teachings emphasize that holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Dwelling on inconveniences magnifies their impact, while choosing to rise above them diminishes their hold over us. Minor inconveniences are not just challenges, but also mirrors reflecting our inner world. They reveal how we cope with life's unpredictability and show whether we bring peace or discord into our daily interactions. Handling these moments with patience, positivity, and emotional control is not just about preserving our own serenity, but also about creating a more harmonious environment for others. When we choose calm over chaos, we inspire those around us to do the same, embodying the Buddhist ideal of being a source of peace in the storms of daily life. This strength of character, practiced consistently, transforms not just us but also our communities, reminding us that the principles of Buddhism are timeless tools for navigating both the monumental and the mundane. Moreover, Buddhism encourages us to view every inconvenience as a chance to practice the Noble Eightfold Path, particularly right mindfulness and right effort. By being fully present and aware of our emotions and reactions, we can respond to challenges with wisdom and compassion rather than impulsive reactions. This mindful approach allows us to break free from habitual patterns of stress and irritation, fostering a sense of inner calm and balance. In addition, the practice of metta, loving-kindness meditation, can enhance our ability to respond to minor irritations with kindness and understanding. By regularly cultivating feelings of goodwill towards ourselves and others, we strengthen our capacity to remain compassionate and patient in the face of everyday annoyances. This not only improves our personal well-being, but also contributes to a more compassionate and supportive community. Furthermore, Buddhism teaches the concept of impermanence, anicca, reminding us that all things, including our frustrations and annoyances, are temporary. By recognizing the transient nature of our inconveniences, we can maintain a broader perspective and reduce the tendency to overreact. This understanding helps us to let go of negative emotions more easily, promoting a state of mental and emotional resilience. Another important aspect is the principle of non-attachment, anatta. By not clinging to our desires for things to go a certain way, we become more adaptable and less prone to frustration when faced with unexpected changes or delays. This flexibility allows us to navigate life's uncertainties with grace and ease, maintaining our peace of mind even in less than ideal circumstances. Moreover, engaging in regular mindfulness practices, such as meditation or mindful breathing, can enhance our ability to remain calm and centered during minor disruptions. These practices train our minds to stay present and focused, reducing the likelihood of becoming overwhelmed by stress or irritation. Over time, this cultivates a more resilient and composed demeanor, enabling us to handle life's ups and downs with greater ease. Incorporating Buddhist teachings into our daily lives also means embracing the idea of interdependence, the understanding that our actions affect not only ourselves, but also those around us. By responding to minor inconveniences with patience and kindness, we contribute to a more harmonious and supportive environment. This interconnectedness fosters a sense of community and mutual respect, reinforcing the importance of treating others with compassion and understanding. Ultimately, the way we respond to minor inconveniences is a reflection of our inner state and our commitment to Buddhist principles. By approaching life's small challenges with mindfulness, compassion, and equanimity, we cultivate a sense of inner peace and resilience that enhances our overall well-being. These practices not only improve our personal lives, but also contribute to a more peaceful and compassionate society. In conclusion, minor inconveniences are not merely obstacles to be endured, but opportunities to practice and embody the teachings of Buddhism. They offer valuable lessons in patience, compassion, and emotional regulation, helping us to develop a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the world. By handling these moments with grace and mindfulness, we reveal our true character and contribute to a more harmonious and interconnected world. Embracing these Buddhist principles allows us to navigate the complexities of modern life with wisdom and serenity, fostering a life of purpose, peace, and profound connection with all beings. Number 3. Time and commitments, unveiling true character. Through the stewardship of time. In Buddhist thought, time is much more than a sequence of moments. It's a precious resource that is integral to our existence and spiritual development. According to Buddha, the way we manage time can reveal a great deal about our priorities, values, and self-discipline. Observing someone's approach to their commitments and schedules offers a window into their core values. Punctuality, for example, might seem like a small detail, but it is a significant marker of mindfulness and respect. By consistently arriving on time, a person shows they value not only their own time, but also that of others, reflecting a deep appreciation for the interconnectedness of all lives. This commitment to timeliness honors the collective effort needed to maintain smooth and harmonious relationships. On the other hand, habitual lateness can reveal much about a person's character. While often dismissed as a minor flaw, chronic tardiness can indicate a lack of mindfulness, poor organizational skills, or even a sense of self-importance that overshadows respect for others. From a Buddhist standpoint, such behavior may be viewed as a manifestation of ignorance, avidya, and attachment, upadana, with the individual overly attached to their personal narrative and time, neglecting the interconnected rhythm of the lives around them. Consider the implications of someone who frequently arrives late to important gatherings or meetings, imposing inconvenience on others. Their repeated actions can seem to suggest that their time is more important than that of others, raising questions about their reliability and respectfulness. Buddhism teaches us to judge others not just by what they say, but by what they do. How someone handles their time reveals much about their recognition of life's impermanence, anicca, and their overall spiritual maturity. Thus, in Buddhist philosophy, time management is not just a practical daily concern, but a fundamental aspect of ethical living and spiritual awareness. How we use our time not only shapes our lives, but also signals our respect for the fleeting nature of existence and our commitment to living harmoniously within the tapestry of life. Commitment and reliability, reflecting inner integrity. Equally telling is how someone handles their commitments, especially under pressure. Think about a colleague or friend who consistently meets deadlines, even when the stakes are high. Their reliability doesn't just demonstrate discipline, it builds trust and fosters a sense of community. In Buddhist terms, this reliability is an expression of ethical conduct, sila, and right intention, samma sankappa, which are integral parts of the Noble Eightfold Path. It shows that they are living in harmony with their values and contributing positively to the well-being of others. Compare this to someone who routinely makes promises they fail to keep, disrupting group dynamics and eroding credibility. In Buddhism, failing to honor commitments can be seen as a breach of ethical conduct and a lack of mindfulness. It reflects a disconnection from the principles of honesty, sakka, and integrity, sila, which are essential for personal growth and harmonious living. How do the people around you honor their promises, whether in personal relationships or professional settings? Do their actions align with their words? Buddhism teaches that integrity and ethical behavior are crucial for reducing suffering and cultivating a peaceful mind. By observing how others manage their time and commitments, we gain insight into their character and their alignment with these fundamental Buddhist principles. Time as a window to the soul. The way someone spends their free time is another window into their soul. Imagine a person who dedicates their weekends to volunteering, spending quality time with loved ones, or pursuing personal growth through meditation and learning. These activities reflect a balanced and mindful approach to life, emphasizing the importance of compassion, karuna, loving kindness, metta, and continuous self-improvement. Now picture someone else who spends those same hours lost in endless scrolling, binge-watching shows, or indulging in trivial distractions. While leisure and relaxation are essential, excessive time wasted on unproductive pursuits often reflects a lack of direction or purpose. In Buddhist philosophy, such behavior can indicate attachment, upadana, to sensory pleasures, and a neglect of the path toward enlightenment and inner peace. Buddhism reminds us to use time wisely, treating it as a gift not to be squandered. What do your own habits say about your priorities? How might you shift them to align more closely with your values? Mindful time management isn't just about self-discipline, it's also a measure of empathy. A person who respects the time of others demonstrates fairness and consideration, embodying the Buddhist principles of interdependence and mutual respect. Think about a professional who arrives prepared for meetings, sticks to schedules, and avoids unnecessary delays. Their actions show a clear acknowledgement of the collective effort required to work efficiently. On the other hand, those who waste others' time through poor preparation or a lack of accountability highlight a selfish disregard for shared efforts. Buddhism teaches that our actions affect not only ourselves, but also the broader community, emphasizing the importance of contributing positively to the collective well-being. Flexibility and adaptability, embracing impermanence. Flexibility, too, plays a crucial role in revealing character. Life is unpredictable, and even the best-laid plans can go awry. Here, the Buddhist secret lies in adaptability. How someone reacts to unexpected disruptions can be incredibly revealing. A person who handles last-minute changes with calm and grace demonstrates emotional resilience and a balanced outlook, embodying the Buddhist virtues of equanimity, upekkha, and mindfulness, sati. Picture two friends planning a trip. When the itinerary falls through, one calmly suggests alternatives, while the other spirals into frustration. Which one would you rather rely on? Buddhism teaches us to accept what we cannot control, anicca, while acting wisely within the sphere of what we can, kamma. This acceptance is not passive resignation, but an active engagement with the present moment, guided by wisdom, panna, and compassion, karuna. Observing someone's relationship with time is like looking through a window into their character. Do they prioritize what truly matters? Are they reliable, considerate, and adaptable? Time, as Buddhism teaches, is a finite resource. Once spent, it cannot be recovered. Those who manage it wisely demonstrate not only personal maturity, but a profound respect for life itself and the people around them. Ask yourself, how do you treat your time, and what does it say about you? By mastering this Buddhist insight, you can not only better understand others, but also refine your own approach to life, aligning it with your highest values. After all, as the Buddha said, your work is to discover your work, and then, with all your heart, to give yourself to it. Time management as a path to compassion and mindfulness in Buddhism. In Buddhism, managing time wisely is more than an organizational skill. It's a profound exercise in compassion and mindfulness. Time management reflects a person's dedication to ethical living and mental clarity. When individuals respect both their own time and that of others, they embody right action, samma kammanta, and right mindfulness, sammasati, essential components in the Buddhist path to alleviating suffering and cultivating peace of mind. Those who prioritize their time effectively often engage in activities that foster personal growth and benefit others, such as volunteering, pursuing educational opportunities, or nurturing relationships with family and friends. These practices are not only acts of self-improvement, but also expressions of compassion and interconnectedness, resonating with the Buddhist concept of interdependence, pratitya samutpada. Such actions enhance the individual's spiritual journey and positively impact the broader community. Conversely, squandering time on superficial distractions can lead to missed opportunities for self-development and compassionate engagement. Buddhism regards time as a fleeting and invaluable resource, emphasizing its wise utilization to foster wisdom, panna, and compassion, karuna. Reflecting on our time usage allows us to align our daily actions with our deepest values, promoting a more harmonious and enlightened society. Through mindful time management, individuals can transform routine activities into opportunities for spiritual growth and ethical living, contributing to the well-being of all beings. This approach not only improves personal fulfillment, but also strengthens the fabric of community by encouraging actions that uphold the dignity and welfare of others. Flexibility and emotional resilience in practice. Flexibility and adaptability are essential traits for navigating the uncertainties of life. In Buddhist practice, these traits are cultivated through mindfulness and meditation, which help individuals remain calm and centered in the face of change. Emotional resilience is not about suppressing emotions, but about understanding and managing them with wisdom and compassion. A person who reacts calmly to unexpected disruptions demonstrates a deep understanding of the impermanent nature of life and the ability to maintain inner peace amidst chaos. This resilience is a testament to their spiritual maturity and their commitment to living mindfully. It reflects their ability to stay present, accept what is beyond their control, and respond with kindness and understanding. In contrast, someone who falls apart at the first sign of trouble may struggle with attachment and aversion, two fundamental causes of suffering in Buddhist philosophy. These individuals may find it difficult to let go of their expectations and may become overwhelmed by negative emotions. Buddhism teaches that by cultivating mindfulness and compassion, we can develop the flexibility and resilience needed to navigate life's challenges with grace and ease. The interconnectedness of time and character. Observing how someone manages their time and handles disruptions offers a profound insight into their character and spiritual state. Time, in Buddhism, is not just a measure of moments, but a reflection of our inner journey and our commitment to living ethically and mindfully. By paying attention to how others manage their time, we can better understand their values, priorities, and the depth of their compassion and wisdom. Moreover, our own relationship with time is a reflection of our spiritual journey. By striving to use our time wisely, honoring our commitments, and responding to disruptions with calm and grace, we align ourselves with the Buddhist path of mindfulness, compassion, and wisdom. This alignment not only enhances our personal well-being, but also contributes to the collective harmony and peace of the communities we are part of. Practical steps to cultivate mindful time management. To cultivate a mindful approach to time management, consider the following Buddhist-inspired practices. 1. Mindful planning. Start each day with a clear intention, prioritizing activities that align with your values and contribute to your personal growth and the well-being of others. 2. Ethical prioritization. Focus on actions that embody the principles of right action and right intention. Ensure that your commitments and activities reflect your dedication to living ethically and compassionately. 3. Meditation and reflection. Regular meditation can help you develop greater awareness of how you spend your time and identify areas where you can cultivate more mindfulness and compassion. 4. Embrace impermanence. Recognize that time is fleeting and that each moment is an opportunity to practice mindfulness and compassion. Let go of attachments to past and future and focus on the present moment. 5. Compassionate scheduling. Respect the time of others by being punctual and prepared. Show consideration for others by honoring your commitments and avoiding unnecessary delays. 6. Adaptability practices. Develop flexibility by practicing acceptance and adaptability in the face of unexpected changes. Use disruptions as opportunities to practice mindfulness and emotional resilience. 7. Balanced leisure. Allocate time for activities that promote relaxation and personal growth. Balance leisure with meaningful pursuits that contribute to your spiritual and personal development. The ripple effect of mindful time management. When we manage our time mindfully, we create a ripple effect that extends beyond our individual lives. Our actions inspire others to adopt similar practices, fostering a culture of respect, compassion, and mindfulness. This collective shift can lead to more harmonious communities and a more peaceful world, reflecting the interconnectedness that Buddhism so deeply emphasizes. By embodying mindful time management, we not only enhance our own lives, but also contribute to the well-being of those around us. We become examples of how to live ethically and compassionately, demonstrating that true strength lies in our ability to manage our time with wisdom and grace. Conclusion: the significance of time in revealing inner peace and compassion. In summary, our approach to managing time not only illustrates the depth of our character, but also our dedication to mindful and compassionate living. Buddhism highlights time as a precious, fleeting asset, best utilized to nurture wisdom, compassion, and ethical behavior. By assessing how we and others use time, we can better align our actions with our deepest values, aiding in the creation of a more harmonious and enlightened community. Reflect on this. How do you manage your time, and what does it reveal about your priorities and character? Embracing this Buddhist insight allows for a deeper understanding of both oneself and others, refining how we engage with life to resonate with our highest ideals. As Buddha profoundly stated, your work is to discover your work, and then, with all your heart, to give yourself to it. What do you think reveals more about a person's true nature? Comment 1 for how someone treats those who cannot reciprocate, 2 for their response to minor annoyances, or 3 for their respect towards time and commitments. Don't skip out. Stay tuned until the end for a surprising insight that may change how you view these interactions. Number 4. Integrity in the unseen moments. In the tranquil instances where we think we are unobserved, the true essence of our character is most vividly revealed. This notion aligns closely with Buddhist philosophy, which asserts that our actions, seen or unseen, sculpt our karma and influence our journey toward enlightenment. The Buddha taught that a life of mindfulness and compassion demands consistency that does not waver for want of external recognition or approval. It is not the visible acts during moments of accolade or scrutiny that define our integrity, but rather the intentions and actions we maintain when there are no apparent consequences. Take, for instance, the simple yet meaningful act of returning a shopping cart to its designated place at a grocery store. In the realm of Buddhist teachings, this act epitomizes the principle of right action, a critical element of the Noble Eightfold Path that prompts us to behave ethically and responsibly. When an individual takes the effort to return the cart, even under less than ideal conditions, such as inclement weather or personal inconvenience, they are demonstrating deep respect for communal harmony and a commitment to ethical principles above personal comfort. This small act serves as a mirror reflecting their dedication to fostering a peaceful and orderly environment for everyone. Conversely, neglecting to return the cart, allowing it to obstruct others in the parking lot, indicates a disregard for mindfulness and a preference for personal convenience over the well-being of the community. Public areas often act as inadvertent stages where our character subtly unfolds. Spaces like parks, communal work areas, or public facilities are societal microcosms where individual behaviors contribute to overall harmony. Someone who cleans up after themselves without needing reminders or seeks no praise demonstrates accountability and mindfulness. These seemingly minor acts of maintaining cleanliness signal an understanding that each person has a vital role in preserving order and fairness. Ignoring such duties suggests a lack of respect for others and a failure to recognize the interconnectedness that binds us. Unobserved honesty is another potent display of integrity in Buddhist ethics. If an individual discovers a lost wallet or valuable item and chooses to return it rather than keeping it, they align themselves with a moral compass that rises above immediate self-interest. Such decisions reflect the Buddhist concept that our actions generate karma, affecting our future experiences and spiritual growth. Opting for honesty in situations where dishonesty might remain unnoticed illustrates a commitment to virtuous living. Conversely, choosing deception when unwatched indicates a readiness to forsake ethical standards for fleeting gains, undermining the trustworthiness vital to one's character and spiritual development. The workplace also offers a perspective on how unseen actions can significantly reveal our true nature. An employee who consistently meets deadlines, credits others for their contributions, and upholds high standards, even in the absence of supervision, exemplifies reliability and integrity. Such behavior is in line with the Buddhist principle of right effort, which involves committing to diligent and purposeful work. Conversely, those who take shortcuts, neglect responsibilities, or falsely claim credit in unsupervised settings show a lack of self-drive and ethical commitment, often eroding trust within their teams and impacting the collective productivity and harmony of their environment. Acts of selflessness performed without expectation of recognition carry deep significance and further reveal our true selves from a Buddhist perspective. Anonymously donating, defending someone in trouble, or assisting a stranger without seeking acknowledgement reflects a deep-seated commitment to compassion and altruism. These actions embody the Buddhist virtue of dana, generosity, which promotes giving freely without seeking return. They remind us that genuine virtue is its own reward, irrespective of external recognition, affirming that one's moral compass is directed not by the validation of others, but by a steadfast belief in the inherent goodness and interconnectedness of all beings. The choices we make in private profoundly shape who we are in public, a concept deeply embedded in Buddhist teachings. The habits we form when unobserved, whether they involve acts of kindness, responsibility, or honesty, create a foundation for how we navigate life's broader challenges. The Buddha taught that every decision, no matter how small or unseen, contributes to the accumulation of positive or negative karma, influencing our future states of being. By observing how people behave when they believe no one is watching, we uncover their deepest values and priorities. Moreover, these reflections invite us to examine our own unseen actions, challenging us to align our private behavior with the ethical principles we profess in public. In the modern age, where surveillance and social media have transformed public behavior into a performance, the concept of unseen integrity becomes even more critical, urging us to maintain our ethical standards regardless of external pressures or expectations. Modern Buddhist practice teaches us that our true worth is not defined by likes, followers, or external accolades, but by our ability to remain true to our principles and compassionate nature, regardless of recognition. Returning the shopping cart, cleaning up after oneself, and honoring commitments in private might seem inconsequential in the grand scheme of things. Yet these choices define the very fabric of one's character. They remind us that the cultivation of integrity and mindfulness begins with the smallest, most personal decisions, building a foundation for a life guided by virtue and inner peace. Living with this awareness transforms how we engage with the world. Instead of seeking external validation, we begin to focus on living in alignment with our values, finding satisfaction in knowing we've done the right thing even when no one is watching. By striving for consistency between our private actions and public persona, we embody the essence of integrity and compassion, setting an example for others while fortifying our own sense of self-worth. This alignment, as Buddhist teachings suggest, is the cornerstone of a meaningful and harmonious life, one where our actions resonate not only in the moment, but also in the enduring impact they leave on ourselves and the world around us. Number 5. Handling power. Power, in all its forms, serves as a profound test of character, revealing the depths of an individual's values, maturity, and sense of responsibility. In Buddhist philosophy, power acts as a mirror that reflects one's true nature, illuminating virtues or exposing flaws. Whether it manifests as the authority of a team leader, influence within personal relationships, or the subtle power of holding privileged information, The manner in which one handles power speaks volumes about inner strength and ethical grounding. The Buddha taught that power should be wielded with mindfulness and compassion, recognizing that all actions generate karma, influencing one's path towards enlightenment. True worth, as emphasized in Buddhist teachings, is not measured by external achievements or the exertion of control over others, but by the alignment of one's actions with ethical principles and the cultivation of inner peace. Power rooted in compassion and mindfulness. When power is rooted in compassion and mindfulness, it uplifts not only the individual, but also those around them, fostering trust, collaboration, and mutual respect. A person who wields power with humility and a spirit of service exemplifies the highest form of leadership in Buddhist terms. For instance, consider a team leader entrusted with responsibility. If they prioritize the collective good by engaging with their team, understanding individual strengths, and addressing challenges with empathy, they create an environment of empowerment and harmony. This approach aligns with the Buddhist principle of right action, acting ethically and with consideration for the well-being of all beings. Such leadership builds trust and fosters a culture where every member feels valued and motivated, reflecting the Buddhist ideal of interdependence. Recognizing that each person's well-being is interconnected with the well-being of others. By nurturing an environment of mutual support and respect, leaders embody the Buddhist virtues of loving-kindness, metta, and compassion, karuna, creating a positive and harmonious workplace. The misuse of power, a path to suffering. Conversely, the misuse of power reveals insecurity and a lack of ethical grounding, leading to personal and communal suffering. Individuals who misuse power, whether through belittling others, withholding resources, or asserting control unnecessarily, demonstrate a lack of mindfulness and compassion. In Buddhist terms, such actions generate negative karma, perpetuating cycles of suffering and disharmony. These individuals often prioritize personal gain over the well-being of others, sowing discord, diminishing their credibility, and eroding relationships. The Buddha taught that attachment to power and control is a root cause of suffering. When individuals equate power with superiority, they become attached to their status and ego, leading to actions that are harmful to themselves and others. This misalignment with ethical principles results in a fractured community and personal turmoil, reinforcing the Buddhist insight that true freedom comes from mastering oneself rather than exerting control over others. Handling privileged information with integrity. Even in seemingly minor contexts, the handling of power through privileged information can unveil the essence of one's character. In Buddhist ethics, integrity is paramount, and the responsible use of information aligns with the principle of right speech, communicating truthfully and constructively. When someone holds privileged information and chooses to share it responsibly or keep it confidential when necessary, they demonstrate integrity and respect for others. For example, an individual who responsibly shares sensitive information to benefit the collective or preserves confidentiality to protect others exemplifies ethical behavior. Conversely, using such information to gossip, manipulate, or undermine trust highlights a lack of ethical grounding and mindfulness. These small decisions, often unnoticed by the wider world, have profound ripple effects, reinforcing that true character is revealed in moments of subtlety rather than spectacle. Compassionate leadership under pressure. Compassion in positions of power is a vital measure of character, often shining brightest in moments of pressure. A manager faced with a tough decision who takes the time to listen to differing perspectives and empathize with those affected demonstrates emotional intelligence and moral clarity. This approach aligns with the Buddhist virtue of equanimity, upekkha, maintaining a balanced and compassionate mindset even in challenging situations. By balancing fairness with firmness, such leaders not only resolve conflicts more effectively, but also inspire respect and loyalty. Their actions resonate with the Buddhist teachings on right effort, diligently applying oneself to ethical conduct and the well-being of others. This compassionate approach to leadership fosters a supportive and resilient community where individuals feel understood and valued. Power in personal relationships. Power also manifests in personal relationships, where its influence may seem less obvious, but is no less impactful. In friendships, family, or romantic partnerships, moments of influence frequently arise. Do we use these opportunities to uplift, offer support, or nurture the bond? Or do we exploit them for personal gain, manipulating others to achieve our ends? Buddhist teachings emphasize the importance of right intention, acting with benevolence and goodwill towards others. Fairness and consideration in interactions build trust and strengthen the bonds that form the foundation of meaningful connections. For instance, in a disagreement with a partner, handling the situation calmly and avoiding coercion or emotional manipulation reflects strength of character and emotional maturity. These everyday moments embody the Buddhist principles of mindfulness and compassion, teaching us to act with both wisdom and empathy. Power as a tool for positive change. Power is neither inherently good nor bad. It is merely a tool whose value depends on how it is wielded. In Buddhist philosophy, power should be viewed as a responsibility rather than a privilege, a means to promote harmony, support others, and foster personal and collective growth. This perspective encourages individuals to reflect on how they perceive and exercise the power they hold, aligning their actions with ethical principles and compassionate intentions. The Buddha taught that our actions, motivated by wholesome or unwholesome intentions, generate karma that shapes our future experiences. By viewing power through the lens of right action and right intention, individuals can use their influence to create positive change, uplift others, and embody the virtues that lead to enlightenment. When power is exercised with wisdom, humility, and empathy, it becomes a force for good, contributing to the well-being of the community and the cultivation of inner virtue. Observing and reflecting on our use of power. Observing how someone handles power not only reveals their character, but also challenges us to examine our own actions and intentions. The truest measure of character shines in these moments when our influence, however great or small, has the potential to either build or destroy. In Buddhist practice, self-reflection and mindfulness are essential for understanding the impact of our actions and aligning them with our highest ideals. By reflecting on how we use power, we can strive to embody the Buddhist virtues of compassion, wisdom, and ethical conduct. This self-awareness encourages us to use power responsibly, ensuring that our actions contribute to harmony and reduce suffering. It invites us to become better versions of ourselves, capable of wielding power as a tool for growth, harmony, and service. The legacy of compassionate power. Those who use power with wisdom, humility, and empathy leave a legacy of trust and inspiration, embodying the best of what Buddhist teachings offer in navigating both personal and professional relationships. By observing these behaviors in others and striving to emulate them ourselves, we not only better understand the nature of character, but also take meaningful steps toward personal and collective transformation. In modern life, where leadership is often equated with assertiveness and decisiveness, Buddhist principles remind us of the importance of humanity and ethical grounding. Compassionate leadership, grounded in mindfulness and ethical conduct, fosters environments where individuals thrive and communities flourish. This approach transforms how we engage with the world, shifting the focus from seeking external validation to living in alignment with our values and ethical principles. Aligning power with ethical principles. The Buddhist path teaches that true empowerment comes from aligning our actions with ethical principles and cultivating inner virtues. Power, when exercised mindfully and compassionately, becomes a means to support others, promote justice, and create a harmonious environment. This alignment between power and ethical conduct is essential for personal growth and the well-being of the community. By striving for consistency between our private actions and public persona, we embody the essence of integrity and compassion, setting an example for others while fortifying our own sense of self-worth. This alignment is the cornerstone of a meaningful and harmonious life, one where our actions resonate not only in the moment, but also in the enduring impact they leave on ourselves and the world around us. In essence, power serves as a profound reflection of our true character within Buddhist philosophy. It challenges us to act with mindfulness, compassion, and ethical integrity, revealing our deepest values and priorities. By wielding power responsibly and compassionately, we contribute to a more harmonious and just world, embodying the Buddhist virtues that lead to personal and collective enlightenment. Through mindful reflection and compassionate action, we can transform power into a force for good, fostering environments where trust, collaboration, and mutual respect thrive. In doing so, we not only reveal our true character, but also inspire others to cultivate the same virtues, creating a ripple effect of positive change that extends far beyond our individual actions. Embracing power as a tool for growth, harmony, and service aligns us with the highest ideals of Buddhism, guiding us toward a life of ethical fulfillment and spiritual enlightenment. Applying the 5 observations. Number 1. Discerning true character through everyday actions. In understanding someone's true nature, Buddhist philosophy teaches that it's not the grand gestures on prominent stages, but the subtle, everyday interactions that provide the deepest insights into a person's character. This approach focuses on observing individuals in normal settings like the workplace, social gatherings, or during routine encounters, as these situations reveal genuine behavioral patterns. Compassion in daily life. To begin assessing character, observe how individuals treat those who cannot reciprocate anything material, such as service workers, custodians, or strangers. In Buddhism, extending kindness and compassion to all beings, irrespective of their societal status, is crucial. A person who shows consistent gratitude and politeness, or even a simple smile, demonstrates the Buddhist virtues of metta, loving kindness, and karuna, compassion. Such gestures indicate a profound respect for all humans and an acknowledgement of our shared existence. Conversely, those who ignore or mistreat such individuals often display a deficit in empathy and mindfulness. For instance, a person who habitually expresses gratitude to service staff and interacts kindly likely possesses a compassionate and trustworthy nature, aligning with the Buddhist view that all actions, no matter how minor, shape our karma and spiritual path. Mindfulness amidst minor challenges. Another key indicator of character is observing how someone deals with minor inconveniences. When faced with small frustrations like a long wait or a delay, does the individual remain calm or become irritable? Buddhism places a high value on mindfulness and emotional regulation, essential for inner peace. A person's ability to stay composed under stress often indicates resilience and self-awareness, reflecting mature Buddhist qualities. For example, consider someone's reaction to a minor annoyance, such as a slow internet connection. Does their response suggest they could handle more significant challenges gracefully? In Buddhism, patience and equanimity are viewed as indicators of spiritual maturity, recognizing that suffering often stems more from our reactions than from external situations. Collaboration and harmony in work environments. The workplace offers a clear lens through which to view someone's character. How does a colleague handle collaboration? Do they acknowledge contributions from others, communicate respectfully, and contribute to the team's success? Or do they seek to dominate and take undue credit? Those who practice humility and foster teamwork embody the Buddhist principles of right speech and right action, promoting ethical conduct and harmonious interactions. Reflect on the type of individual you would prefer to work with on a crucial project. Someone who supports and uplifts the team, or someone primarily concerned with their own agenda. The Buddhist approach emphasizes interdependence and mutual respect, suggesting that our successes are interlinked with the welfare of our colleagues. Individuals who nurture a supportive and positive workplace manifest inner virtues like kindness and integrity, essential for collective success and personal spiritual growth. Respect and presence in social settings. Social settings offer additional insights. A friend who shows up on time, listens actively, and engages in meaningful conversation signals respect and reliability. This behavior resonates with the Buddhist practice of right mindfulness, being fully present and attentive in each moment. Contrast this with someone who frequently interrupts, seems distracted, or consistently arrives late. It often reflects a lack of consideration for others and a distracted mind. These patterns, observed over time, reveal deeper truths about priorities and values. A friend who is fully present leaves you feeling valued and connected, whereas someone glued to their phone during your time together may communicate that their attention lies elsewhere. In Buddhism, such mindful presence is essential for building genuine and meaningful relationships. Cultivating inner virtues. Through everyday actions. The habits we form in everyday moments, whether acts of kindness, patience, or respect, create a foundation for our broader character and spiritual journey. Buddhism teaches that every action, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, contributes to our karma and shapes our path toward enlightenment. By observing how people behave in these quiet moments, we uncover their deepest values and priorities. Moreover, these reflections invite us to examine our own unseen actions, challenging us to align our private behavior with the ethical principles we uphold publicly. In a world where actions are often performed for external validation, maintaining inner integrity becomes even more critical. Buddhist teachings encourage us to cultivate virtues that remain steadfast regardless of recognition, fostering a life of genuine compassion and mindfulness. Number 2. Personal growth through Buddhist principles. Personal growth is both an internal reflection and an external manifestation, providing a path to self-improvement by understanding our interactions with others. The 5 Buddhist principles, how we treat people, manage inconveniences, value time, behave in privacy, and exercise power, serve not only as measures of assessing others, but as beacons to guide us towards our best selves. Echoing the Buddha's words, "No one saves us but ourselves. No one can and no one may. We ourselves must walk the path." We see that true growth begins with self-awareness and the determination to evolve. These principles are timeless and critically pertinent in today's world, where distractions and societal pressures often divert us from our core values. Begin by examining how you interact with individuals who have no immediate way to benefit you. Do you extend consistent kindness and respect to all, irrespective of their position or social status? Simple acts like expressing gratitude to a cashier or holding a door are not just courteous gestures. They reflect deeper ethical values. Inspired by the Buddha's saying, "Thousands of candles can be lighted from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened." Happiness never decreases by being shared. We learn that our treatment of others mirrors the mindfulness and compassion we nurture within ourselves. Regularly practicing respect and dignity towards everyone not only strengthens social bonds, but also enhances self-esteem, affirming that your deeds are in harmony with your beliefs. Moreover, consider your reaction to daily annoyances, such as traffic delays or long queues. These situations test your patience and resilience, showing whether you master your responses or allow trivial frustrations to affect your demeanor. Buddhism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our perspective and reactions. The Buddha's insight, "Pain is inevitable, suffering is optional," suggests viewing these irritants as chances to practice mindfulness and patience, thereby strengthening your capacity to handle more significant challenges with tranquility. By accepting inconveniences with patience, you foster inner peace and diminish the influence of external stresses. Time management also plays a crucial role in personal growth. Reflect on your punctuality, your respect for others' time, and your commitment to your responsibilities. These behaviors indicate trustworthiness and show that you value the time of yourself and others. If managing time is challenging, implementing clear priorities and consistent routines can enhance alignment between your actions and your values. The Buddha's advice to "Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment," emphasizes the importance of intentionality and living in the now. By being punctual and focused, you respect both your own goals and those of others, fostering mutual respect and reliability. In essence, personal growth in the Buddhist context is about aligning our everyday behaviors with broader ethical standards and inner values. Each interaction and choice is an opportunity to embody and reinforce the virtues of kindness, patience, and respect, steering our personal journey towards enlightenment and mutual understanding. Private actions are perhaps the most authentic reflection of character. What you do when no one is watching reveals the values you truly live by. Do you act with integrity, honor commitments, and maintain honesty even when cutting corners might go unnoticed? These small, unseen choices lay the foundation for the person you are in public and during larger challenges. The Buddha taught that true virtue is performed without expectation of reward, encouraging us to align private behavior with public values, creating a life of authenticity and moral strength. By practicing ethical conduct in private, you cultivate inner harmony and a clear conscience, which in turn supports your interactions and decisions in the public sphere. How you handle power, no matter how small, speaks volumes about your growth. Power can appear in subtle forms, leading a team, influencing decisions, or guiding others. Do you use power to support and uplift, or let it inflate your ego? True leadership stems from humility and a commitment to serve others. The Buddha observed, "A leader is best when people barely know he exists. When his work is done, his aim fulfilled, they will say, 'We did it ourselves.'" This reminds us that the responsibility of power lies in self-discipline and empathy. Even small actions like giving credit where it's due or listening attentively demonstrate strong character and build trust. By wielding power with compassion and mindfulness, you create environments where others feel valued and empowered, fostering collective growth and harmony. Personal growth is not about achieving perfection, but about making consistent progress. The Buddha encourages us, you yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. This means embracing vulnerability and acknowledging flaws as a natural part of growth. By turning these observations inward, you create a framework for intentional self-improvement, where every act of kindness, moment of patience, and commitment to integrity brings you closer to your ideals. In Buddhism, the focus is on aligning actions with values, fostering resilience, and embracing the present moment. Each day presents opportunities to practice kindness, patience, honesty, and humility. These small choices shape not just who we are, but the environment we create for others. By committing to this path, you inspire those around you and cultivate a life of purpose, integrity, and fulfillment. Moreover, Buddhism teaches the interconnectedness of all beings, encouraging us to see personal growth as part of a larger tapestry of collective well-being. By embodying these principles, you contribute to a more compassionate and mindful society. This alignment between inner development and outward actions fosters a sense of harmony and balance, essential for both personal and communal flourishing. As you grow, you become a beacon of the very values you seek to embody, creating a positive ripple effect that extends beyond your immediate circle. In essence, personal growth through a Buddhist lens involves a continuous process of self-reflection and compassionate action. It requires us to be mindful of our interactions, resilient in the face of challenges, respectful of time and commitments, honest in our private actions, and humble in our use of power. By embracing these principles, we not only enhance our own lives, but also contribute to the well-being of those around us. This journey of growth is a testament to the transformative power of mindfulness and compassion, guiding us toward a life of greater harmony, purpose, and fulfillment. Number 3. Leadership. Leadership is not merely about managing tasks or achieving goals. It is fundamentally about shaping character, inspiring others, and creating an environment where people feel valued and empowered. The Buddhist principles of compassion, mindfulness, respect, integrity, and the wise use of influence form the foundation of true leadership. A leader's character is reflected not only in their accomplishments, but also in how they treat others, handle challenges, and uphold values when no one is watching. As the Buddha wisely taught, what you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create. This timeless truth underscores the impact of a leader's inner discipline on their outer actions and influence. A great leader sets the tone for their team by demonstrating respect for everyone, regardless of position. Imagine a CEO who, after a company event, personally thanks the cleaning staff for their work. Such acts of humility and gratitude foster an atmosphere of mutual respect, inspiring others to follow suit. When leaders model this behavior, they cultivate a workplace culture where kindness and collaboration thrive. On the other hand, a leader who overlooks the contributions of others or only shows respect to higher-ups sends a clear, damaging message about their priorities. Leadership is not about commanding respect, but about earning it through consistent, authentic actions that uplift others. The ability to remain composed during setbacks is another hallmark of exceptional leadership. In any organization, unexpected challenges such as missed deadlines or client rejections are inevitable. A leader who maintains their calm and focuses on solutions creates stability, empowering their team to stay motivated and resourceful. Picture a manager faced with a sudden project failure who reassures their team, identifies the lessons learned, and collaboratively crafts a new strategy. This approach diffuses stress and reinforces trust. Conversely, a leader who panics or reacts with frustration risks demoralizing their team, eroding their confidence and productivity. Buddhism teaches the importance of equanimity, the ability to remain balanced and composed regardless of external circumstances. This emotional stability allows leaders to navigate challenges with grace and clarity, inspiring their teams to do the same. Mindfulness in time management is another key element of personal growth and effective leadership. Reflect on whether you honor commitments, arrive on time, and respect others' schedules. These actions build trust and demonstrate reliability, showing that you value not just your own time, but also that of others. If time management is an area of struggle, setting clear priorities and creating consistent routines can help you align your actions with your values. The Buddha's teaching, "Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment," underscores the importance of living intentionally, making the most of the time we have while respecting others' efforts. By being present and punctual, you honor both yourself and those around you, fostering a sense of mutual respect and trust. Integrity in private actions is another essential element of leadership. What a leader does when they think no one is watching speaks volumes about their character. Employees are remarkably perceptive, and they take cues from their leaders' behaviors, both seen and unseen. For instance, a leader who handles confidential information with care or credits team members for their ideas builds trust and loyalty. On the flip side, one who takes credit for others' work or bends ethical boundaries for personal gain destroys morale and credibility. The Buddha taught that true virtue is performed without expectation of reward, encouraging us to align private behavior with public values, creating a life of authenticity and moral strength. Leaders who embody this principle earn the unwavering respect of their team, fostering a culture of honesty and ethical conduct. How a leader handles influence reveals the essence of their character. Influence is a tool that can either uplift or oppress, depending on how it is wielded. A leader who empowers their team by delegating meaningful tasks, celebrating achievements, and mentoring individuals creates a thriving, innovative environment. Think of a leader who consistently recognizes their team's efforts during meetings or provides growth opportunities for those under their guidance. Such actions build trust and inspire commitment. Conversely, leaders who micromanage, hoard credit, or prioritize their own advancement create a toxic atmosphere that stifles creativity and breeds resentment. Buddhism emphasizes the wise use of influence, encouraging leaders to act with compassion and mindfulness, ensuring that their actions contribute positively to the well-being of their teams and the broader community. Buddhist principles in leadership, serving with compassion and integrity. Buddhist teachings offer a profound perspective on leadership, emphasizing that true leadership is not about wielding authority, but about serving others with humility, empathy, and resilience. Leaders who embody these principles create work environments anchored in respect, integrity, and collaboration, which foster personal and collective growth. Reflecting on questions such as how one treats others in private, how setbacks are handled, and how influence is used to inspire or dishearten are crucial. By considering these aspects and integrating Buddhist values, leaders can guide with purpose and cultivate a lasting legacy of trust and empowerment. Leadership, from this viewpoint, transcends mere role-playing. It becomes a profound responsibility to elevate others while continuously striving to refine oneself. From the Buddhist perspective, personal growth involves incessant self-reflection and the nurturing of inner virtues that manifest in external actions. It's about ensuring that our intentions and actions are harmoniously aligned, with every decision rooted in compassion, mindfulness, and ethical integrity. Such alignment breeds an atmosphere where trust and respect naturally thrive, allowing teams to collaboratively achieve shared objectives. By living values like loving kindness, compassion, and right action, leaders set a powerful example, initiating a wave of positive change across their organizations. Moreover, Buddhism underscores the interconnectedness of all beings, teaching that the well-being of each member is integral to the collective harmony of the group. A leader who recognizes and honors this interconnectedness cultivates a strong sense of unity and shared purpose, motivating their team to collaborate and support one another effectively. This holistic approach not only boosts productivity, but also fosters a supportive and inclusive workplace culture. In essence, leadership through a Buddhist lens is about more than achieving results. It's about creating an environment where every individual feels valued, respected, and empowered. Leading with compassion, maintaining inner peace in the face of challenges, managing time mindfully, acting with integrity, and using influence to uplift others are all hallmarks of this approach. By embracing these principles, leaders can forge a legacy of trust, respect, and positive impact, steering their teams and organizations towards a more harmonious and fulfilling future. Number 4. Nurturing personal relationships with Buddhist wisdom. Personal relationships are central to a fulfilling life, revealing our values and priorities through daily interactions with family, friends, and partners. Buddhist philosophy teaches that it's not the grand gestures, but the consistent small acts that forge strong bonds and lasting trust. Actions like expressing gratitude for a partner's home-cooked meal or sharing daily chores may seem minor, yet they significantly contribute to building emotional security, exemplifying the Buddhist virtues of metta, loving kindness, and karuna, compassion. These daily expressions of appreciation deepen connections and foster mutual respect, which are crucial for enduring relationships. In friendships, the importance of being consistently thoughtful and attentive, even in routine moments, cannot be overstated. Observing how someone treats service staff or strangers can provide insights into their capacity for respect and empathy. If someone is rude to a server, it may raise questions about their potential behavior in challenging times within a relationship. Buddhist teachings stress the significance of right speech and right action, urging us to embody kindness and mindfulness in all interactions. Handling life's minor inconveniences is also a key indicator of a relationship's strength. Challenges such as a delayed flight or a stressful day are common, and the reactions of those close to you during such times are telling. A friend who can inject humor into a difficult situation or a partner who remains calm during disagreements demonstrates emotional stability and commitment. Conversely, those who react negatively or withdraw in stressful times may lack the balance needed for a healthy relationship, underscoring the importance of equanimity and mindfulness. Imagine a scenario where you and a friend face a car breakdown during a road trip. One reacts with, "Adventure starts now," while the other is overtaken by frustration. This response provides a clear indication of who might be more dependable and positive in handling life's unpredictable moments. The role of time management in personal relationships is equally critical. Those who make an effort to prioritize quality time, even amidst a busy schedule, show that they truly value their relationships. Consider a partner who plans a thoughtful date night or a friend who sends a caring message despite a hectic day. These acts of prioritization reflect deep regard for the relationship. In contrast, individuals who frequently cancel plans or are consistently late might inadvertently convey that the relationship and the time of others is not a priority. Buddhism encourages right mindfulness and right effort, reminding us to be fully present and intentional in our interactions. This practice strengthens our relationships, ensuring we nurture the bonds that matter most. Reflect on your own relationships. Are you consistently present and considerate in your interactions? Do your actions reflect a commitment to nurturing these connections? Applying Buddhist principles in everyday life not only enriches our personal relationships, but also aligns us with a path of compassion and mindful living. Integrity is another cornerstone of strong relationships. Trust is built through honesty and respect, even in private actions. For example, a friend who keeps your secrets or a partner who fulfills promises, even when it would be easier not to, demonstrates reliability. On the contrary, gossiping about a friend or breaking a commitment undermines the trust necessary for a healthy bond. Imagine promising a partner you'll handle an important errand, then forgetting it entirely. Do you own up to the mistake and make amends, or do you shrug it off? Such moments, though small, define how much respect we hold for those we care about. The Buddha taught that true virtue is performed without expectation of reward, encouraging us to align our actions with ethical principles both publicly and privately. This alignment fosters a sense of inner harmony and trust, essential for nurturing meaningful relationships. Power dynamics within relationships also reveal character. Whether it's a friendship where one person has greater social influence or a romantic relationship where one partner handles more decisions, how these dynamics are managed says a lot. Someone who uses their position to manipulate or control others creates an unhealthy imbalance, but a person who approaches power with humility and fairness fosters mutual respect. Think about a friend who generously shares their resources without expecting anything in return, compared to someone who subtly leverages their advantages to dominate. Which type of relationship feels more balanced and secure? By observing and practicing these principles, you can cultivate deeper and more meaningful connections. Buddhism emphasizes interdependence and equanimity, encouraging us to use our influence to uplift others rather than to assert control, thereby fostering environments of mutual respect and cooperation. These values don't just strengthen the bonds you have with others, they inspire reciprocity, encouraging those around you to meet you with the same effort and care. Strong relationships thrive on mutual respect and shared effort, and they often reflect our ability to live in alignment with our ideals. The Buddhist secrets to understanding and building these connections lie in recognizing patterns and actions rather than words, and striving to embody the values we wish to see in others. What kind of relationships are you nurturing, and what do they say about the person you are becoming? By integrating Buddhist principles such as mindfulness, compassion, and ethical integrity into your daily interactions, you not only enhance your personal relationships, but also contribute to a more harmonious and compassionate world. Embracing these teachings encourages continuous self-improvement and the cultivation of inner virtues, leading to more fulfilling and resilient connections with those around you. In essence, personal relationships, viewed through a Buddhist lens, become a powerful avenue for personal growth and the manifestation of our highest values, creating a life enriched with meaningful and supportive bonds. Number 5. Guiding future generations with Buddhist wisdom. Imparting strong values and principles to the next generation is one of the most profound legacies we can leave, ensuring that the virtues of integrity, resilience, and wisdom persist beyond our lifetimes. The 5 observations of character: how we treat others, manage inconveniences, value time, act with integrity, and handle power, act as timeless markers for developing young minds. By integrating these principles, we enable children and young adults to approach life with empathy, self-discipline, and a moral compass that reflects the teachings of Buddhism. As Buddha profoundly stated, "What you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create," highlighting the importance of leading by example as the cornerstone of instilling values in future generations. The foundation of these teachings starts with instilling kindness and fairness, crucial for fostering empathy and social awareness. Encouraging children to treat everyone with respect, irrespective of their role or relationship, plants the seeds for a lifelong habit of compassion. Simple acts such as saying please and thank you, offering help to a peer in need, or including others in activities are small but powerful practices that embed deep values. These behaviors are best learned through consistent modeling by adults. For example, when children see their parents treating service workers or neighbors with respect, they internalize that kindness transcends social status and is a fundamental human value. Building resilience against minor inconveniences is another essential lesson for navigating life's inevitable challenges. Teaching children to stay composed and find solutions during setbacks, such as losing a game or coping with a broken toy, instills problem-solving skills and emotional regulation. These moments emphasize the Buddhist principle that we have control over our reactions, not over external events. As Buddha taught, pain is inevitable, suffering is optional, underscoring that our responses to difficulties define our experience of them. By adopting a mindful approach to setbacks, children learn to see obstacles as opportunities for growth rather than as barriers. Additionally, teaching the value of time management and respect for commitments cultivates discipline, reliability, and accountability. Establishing routines for homework, chores, and extracurricular activities are practical ways to instill effective time management skills. Encouraging punctuality and the fulfillment of promises teaches children the importance of respecting their own commitments and those of others. Buddha's guidance to "do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment," highlights the significance of living intentionally and making the most of our time. A valuable lesson for children learning to navigate their daily lives. Integrity is perhaps the most crucial virtue, best taught through both instruction and example. Encouraging children to act correctly, even when unobserved, helps form a robust moral framework. Whether it's returning a lost item, admitting a mistake, or standing up for what is right, these actions teach that integrity isn't about convenience, but about consistently living according to one's values. Reinforcing honesty and responsibility builds the understanding that character is shaped by daily choices, and true virtue is performed without expectation of reward. By instilling these principles, we prepare future generations not only to lead with integrity and confront challenges with resilience, but also to contribute to their communities with wisdom and compassion. These 5 observations provide a practical framework for nurturing character, ensuring that young people are equipped to handle the complexities of modern life with clarity and purpose. In doing so, Buddhism serves both as a philosophical guide and a practical blueprint for raising thoughtful, compassionate, and ethical individuals. Power dynamics and character development through Buddhist wisdom. Understanding the role of power dynamics within relationships is crucial for personal development and ethical leadership. These dynamics, whether in friendships where one person may have greater social influence or in romantic relationships where one partner predominantly makes decisions, can reveal much about character. In Buddhism, the handling of power is seen as a significant indicator of one's virtues. Using power to manipulate or control others creates unhealthy imbalances, while wielding it with humility and fairness cultivates mutual respect and trust. Consider the contrast between a friend who shares resources generously without expectation and one who subtly uses their advantages to dominate. The former approach leads to a more balanced and secure relationship, embodying the Buddhist principles of interdependence and equanimity. These principles urge us to use our influence to uplift others rather than to assert control, promoting environments rich in respect and cooperation. Discussions on fairness and equality are also essential in preparing children to responsibly wield influence as adults. Buddha's teaching, just as a candle cannot burn without fire, men cannot live without a spiritual life, underscores the necessity of cultivating inner virtues to manage external responsibilities effectively. Teaching children to approach power with humility and fairness is pivotal in developing future leaders who uplift rather than dominate, aligning with the concept of servant leadership deeply rooted in Buddhist philosophy. By instilling these principles in the next generation, we equip them to lead with integrity, confront challenges with resilience, and contribute to their communities with wisdom and compassion. The 5 key observations: how we treat others, manage stress, value time, act with integrity, and handle power, offer a comprehensive framework for character building. This framework ensures that future generations are prepared to navigate the complexities of modern life with clarity and purpose. Buddhism, emphasizing mindfulness, compassion, and ethical living, serves both as a philosophical guide and a practical blueprint for fostering meaningful lives. These teachings help us assess the character of those around us and inspire us to improve ourselves continually. As Buddha said, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." Let us apply these insights to enhance our personal growth, relationships, and leadership capabilities. How will you incorporate these Buddhist principles into your daily life to shape your actions and mindset? In this conversation, share your thoughts below, and if you found value in these insights, like, share, and subscribe for more guidance on living a purposeful and compassionate life.